Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Baylor Bears. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. This one is out of bounds, and mistake on a simple opening kickoff. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Opening play of the drive. He looks right for a completion. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. Caught by the receiver, wide open. He's got space. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's third and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a fourth down stop. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Bears are looking to keep this drive going.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. and he scores. Touchdown, Bears. Setting the tone early for how about the execution opening drive of a conference championship game?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down here for this offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders in this defense. That time it's the free safety getting home on the blitz to blow it up.
But he had a long way to go, and it's a bit of a risk, because obviously the free safety's the last line of defense on these long pass plays, and he's coming after that quarterback, and he's got to make sure he gets home quickly to make the play on the QB. Otherwise, you're at risk of giving up a big play through the air. Great job there in time.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go in the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big game?
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still give pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab, and that's a nice gain, but it's going to be short of that marker.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the running back takes the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Escape doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
How about that? One of the so-called middle guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
Drops back. Looking to throw for it on third down. Checks this down to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Well, that's a good job of this offense to at least get some positive yards. They kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Breaks loose at the 45. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here's the handoff. And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Caught quickly. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the deep.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In their RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Bears keep the football on the move. Here's the handoff on first and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points when they bounced back here. Catch is made, but he's out of bounds, so incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing pressure. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
NC State has moved into the red zone. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
And here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. He stopped, but he gets a first down. NC State comes to the line quickly. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Avila. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again? Or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Catch made on the right side.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. A quick throw out left, complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The shotgun handoff here. And they keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. And the Bears starting a new series here on 1st and 10. It's a shotgun run call. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, really starts to wear you out.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback. and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Bears. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bears will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Looking to throw. It's Keller. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you will start to wonder, should I go for this?
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long at the 20. An inside give now from the shotgun. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, it's Keller. He'll take a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's broken up there. Great play, a 4th down stop.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Score here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. To the air, it's Keller. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he pulls in the catch. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw again. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
And the Bears are going to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Bears. This one is getting ugly.
And that's another touchdown for the